So, we have gotten to the point where, been continuously lied to, been made all these empty promises, empty words, ricochet, anti-selective. And now I will say this: cheating has curved. It has curved, and and it's no thanks to Ricochet at all whatsoever. Really, more so that they are trying to take legal action against these providers. The fact that they know exactly where these providers are and who is exactly selling the cheats is suspect in itself, which basically proves the theory that game developers are backdooring legit players so that way they can make extra money from subsidiary sales from cheats. As we all know the truth, you've had countless videos and other reviewers speak about it. It's no mystery here. Activision advocates for these cheaters. They even so much with a lot of these streamers who continuously get caught, give them, protection on whitelists. People who aren't in their immediate blind pockets to get a break with no more than just a couple of hours of a shadow ban, or maybe even like a week of an actual temporary ban. But they don't really take care of the problem even when cheaters get caught. Some of the people just blatantly rage hack now, or used to rather, and nothing happens to them. If anything, as we've seen, they actually will end up trying to ban you for reporting them too much. What kind of a world is that we live in? Needless be to say, I wanted to introduce a classic lobby moderation technique which has been introduced into games as early as the early 2000s. Most great games had this feature for this exact reason, and I don't even know how the fuck it just disappeared for most titles. Well, I'm sitting here playing Counter-Strike and notice that there's like this annoying asshole who always like comes in the room and it's like playing these like weird YouTube soundboards or whatever, and people vote to kick him immediately. And it's like, I'm thinking about it, and it's like, wow, the community is so fast and rapid in their response towards this guy every single time he tries to come into the room. It's incredible. Like, that's it. A light bulb went off. It's like, why do other games not have this? Because games like Counter-Strike, when there's an issue in the room and there needs to have lobby moderation, it's handled immediately. Gamers in general tend to have a fair amount of integrity. I will say that. More times than not, people like to have a fair game. They like skill and competition. It's very common to see trolls or cheaters on the aim team get voted off by members of their own team because you can see the kill cams. And that's unacceptable. People don't like to win that way, Ironic how these last couple of years we've been in a participation trophy era, but most people actually really like the feel and the thrill of winning something legitimately on their own. And gaming is no different. This is why I say this is the saving grace of modern gaming in terms of cheats, anti-cheats, what have you. It's so simple, it's so effective, and the results are felt immediately. I mean, it's sad to say that, a couple of fallen gaming brothers would have to go down for, witnesses to see through to this, but needless be to say, it's just so effective. It's rid of the problem right then and there. And even if someone has to get voted out of multiple games every time, I mean, that's still a lot better than them just being able to rage hack to their heart's content for days and days and days upon end, and nothing happens to them whatsoever, right? So, this is why I say, vote to kick needs to come back. We need to start bringing this feature in games, even more so in titles like Call of Duty, because Activision is a complete dupe. They failed us. They don't care. They don't listen. They didn't update that anti-cheat with the new Season 3. And I am getting ready to drop a new video with a complete in-depth review. All the ins and outs from an actual player perspective. Not just, third-party content that I heard from tweets or whatever. No, like, it's important to actually play a game that you're reviewing so you could actually see the bugs and get the feel of the game and the changes and the updates for yourself, which is a lot of content creators nowadays' problem. They're not even actually playing the game. And when I drop the Season 3 Reloaded review for Verdansk, you will see why, because there are a lot of things that most people who are not playing the game are not addressing. And I, as a active current player, am going to bring this forth to you guys. For those who are thinking of coming back and really truly be aware of the current ecosystem of the game currently, or for players who, like I just finished addressing, want to be able to touch upon that, you can be able to use that as your criteria as well too. So yes, I will be speaking about the Verdansk Season 3 in a full, complete, in-depth review, so beware of that. But again, sticking to the topic, yes, the cheating system is out of control. Activision has not updated their anti-cheat. They're not going to. We know this. This company doesn't care. And something like this would be, you know, painstakingly easy for them to bring into the game. It would technically let us govern ourselves with Ricochet in the state that it is, you know, for any of the, you know, over-the-top blatant rage hackers that it does happen to catch, cool. And any that slips by us as the community, we can get rid of that. Now, I do foresee that, you know, some people who are like actually really good, you know, this can be used against them, you know, so this is why it would be important to have some kind of additional features to help all the players in the room get a better feel of what's going on, right? So maybe there could be like some sort of like kill cam that gets put on replay for everyone to, you know, judge and use as a criteria to vote to kick somebody. There could even be introduced a feature like a spectator mode, so that people could actually, you know, just come to join the game to actually just watch, because some people do actually like to watch video games, watch the gameplay. It's like a form of ASMR to them, in a sense, and maybe along with help of, you know, moderators in the room, that can also be used as like how you would say a judge, if you will. It can look over like certain footage when a vote to kick is issued, something, right? I'm coming up with different ideas here, but you know, again, I'll also look at the negatives of that too, because there could be jealous players who would want to just immediately kick someone from a group because they may not like them, what have you. So you know, I'm not gonna lie, you know, that in itself could be an issue as well too. But again, I do have faith in the gaming community. I've played a lot of games, and I have not really seen behavior like that, really. I've seen mostly mature audiences playing games, to be honest with you. People, they play the game fairly, and if you're fucking up and you're doing some weird shit like killing your teammates or ruining the objective, or you know, ganking new players on your own team in like a friendly fire type of situation, you know, something along those sorts. People generally actually tend to be very fair. You know, you have a lot of trolls and comedians and stuff like that, but then again, you have that mature audience base in most games, right? Most gamers actually really just want to play the game, you know, who will counterbalance that nefarious behavior if someone was trying to, you know, kick someone from the room just because they don't like them, you know. So there works that as a countermeasure for that too. So I think it would be a very beautiful feature to add for Call of Duty, especially with the way Activision is. That compounded with Ricochet's anti-cheat in its state could be very helpful, and it would be empowering for the community as well too. I think that it would be a good tool to add in unison with their faulty anti-cheat currently at hand. So it is something that they should consider bringing about. It's something that they can do very lazily. They don't have to invest much money in it either. And you know what I mean? I feel that it would help to curb a lot of cheating, because combine that with a spectator mode, which you can watch to your teammates, and you know, you see people performing very strange behavior in the game, you can get them rid of there immediately. And why would we not want a great gaming community for other brothers and sisters who, you know, enjoy games like us as well? You know, it's not cool to cheat in games. It's pretty whack, honestly. You know what I mean? And it's just better to get better at the game than to, you know, take the easy way out like that. it can be fun, but it's not as rewarding as like when you do it for real, honestly. And besides, like, let's be straight up here. Like, if you're gonna cheat, you gotta do like the cool cheats, man. You know what I mean? Like wall hacks and shit. That's whack. You gotta go all the way in, man. You'd have to go in mod. You need to do stuff like God mode, literally fly around the map. You know what I'm saying? Like the old school hackers, man. That shit was actually pretty cool and it was fun. When I used to see stuff like that in like old Halo, I laughed my ass off. You know what I mean? It's like it wasn't cool, when they did things like, took the respawn timer off and would like literally infinite spawn you to death. But at the same time, when you look back at it, it was like kind of hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, so that's my thing, man. If you're gonna cheat, just go all the way with it, man. You know what I mean? Like, do God mode, fucking nuke the map continuously, bro. Don't just wall hack. That shit's just whack. That's so fucking lame. Like, take it to the fucking limit, man. So, hope you liked the short video, man. Season 3 Reloaded up review coming very soon. We are up and we're out.